Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? If you can hear me, you just want to unmute yourself. Can you hear me okay? You have no sound? Okay, what I'll do is I'll call you and then I'll just mute my camera. Is that cool? Okay, give me 2 seconds. Can you hear me yet?
Recording in progress.
Can you hear me okay now? Oh, there you go. I hear you now.
Yes.
So I can hear you. I just can't see you now. So
That was wild. Okay, hold on a second.
yeah, you got it.
Hi. My
How
hair
we
is a mess. It's raining down here. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, so I apologize if I look a little bit of a mess.
No.
But hi.
Hey, how we doing today?
It's been a day, but we're here. We're here. How you doing?
I'm doing great. See, I'm not in Florida, so I'm a little jealous. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, so I'm in the Midwest.
If you want to switch, it's raining right now. You can have it.
It's a hot one here, that's
Wow.
for sure. So today is going to be all about you. I just want to figure out more about you, kind of where you're at with your online fitness business, where you want to be at, maybe some challenges you're facing. It's my job to provide you some type of clarity. Cool?
Okay. That
All right,
sounds
so
good.
give me a rundown of where we're currently at.
So I do yoga classes privately, and I'm trying to reach a online presence. During COVID, I was doing classes online, like through Facebook Live and trying other different platforms that were available. But I want to try and really open up that platform into something that can really assist people, but and also myself, because I want to try and work remotely. So in some cases where people don't want to go to the gym, or they want a personal connection to like yoga classes or Pilates or anything that's kind of like fitness related, I would like to open that up to them, either through, in addition to the website that I have online, which really is basic, but I want to try and extend it and just learn more and trying to build a business if that helps.
Yeah, 100%. So are you looking to do some one-on-one training as well, as it's just going to be all group?
It could be both.
Okay,
So
cool.
at the moment, I've done a lot of classes where there have been like 5 or more individuals, and it's been like yoga for beginners, and then you'd have some that were more advanced, and then you just try to have them, work along their level. Excuse me. So at best, the one-on-one does come in handy when it comes to people who are like, I've never tried yoga before, dot, dot, dot. And so you try to lead them into understanding that it's not something to be afraid of. And it's not just for thin people or, people who are very flexible, etc. Because they have chair yoga and all these different types, even yoga for aquatics. So it's like, yeah, there's an open avenue for that, but it's just for those that I can't reach physically, I would like to reach them remotely.
Cool. I get it. I like it. Cool. Let's see here. So we really tailor toward more like the one-on-one. We emphasize the one-on-one. So, obviously some one-on-one nutrition, a little bit of like maybe advanced one-on-one yoga, whatever it is that you want to do. But then also that group training could be marketed in there as well as like an additional feature for your program, which would be great because I'd get a lot of people to want to buy in like, oh, cool, I get her one-on-one, I get her program, but then maybe once a week or 2 times a week, whatever it is that you're offering, I'm able to log on to this website. I'm able to interact with some of her other clients and be a part of this class. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, how many people do you train currently, like with yoga? How many clients do you have?
With Crunch Fitness, I do a morning class on Saturdays. I also have 2 other jobs too. So I'm only teaching solely on Saturdays at the moment. So I do a hybrid yoga class that can consist of at least 5 to 10 people.
Okay.
And that varies throughout each week. And then I teach privately at a residence, and I teach 2 people. So that I've been doing since 2000 and I would say 20. So yeah, it's been about 3 years.
Cool. I like it. Now, you mentioned you have multiple other little jobs going on as well. What do you do?
I am a host and a busser at a restaurant. So I work from Monday through Thursday and throughout the mornings. So it's a breakfast lunch concept, a little Jewish deli style, out of New York, but it's in the middle of Fort Lauderdale's downtown. So I've been working there for about a year. It is pretty extensive. It is pretty stressful, but it does provide me a portion of the income that's keeping me afloat. My second job is my assisted stretching position at Stretch Lab.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with the but the name Exponential Fitness.
I'm not.
Excuse me. So Exponential Fitness has different types of companies under that umbrella. So Rumble Fitness would be one. I think it's Cycle Bar is another one. Pure Bar is another. Yoga 6. So some of these, I'm not sure if they've made it out west yet. So out east here, it's been popping up here and there throughout the Eastern Seaboard. So they help with one-on-one assisted stretching. So it's kind of like a studio concept.
Yeah.
Customers will come in, we'll do demos with them to kind of learn how their mobility works, as well as using a mobility assessment tool that is provided by previously TRX training and is now currently owned by Fizmodu. So the company is able to utilize that when it helps to read the body as it's moving with mobility, symmetry, posture, and its activation. So that way we can know how to help stretch them better. Sometimes it's better to do it after you stretch them because it kind of tells you exactly what the problems were and what you've picked up over, before you actually use the machine. But and it's like it's an iPad that reads you through an avatar that reads like your body, like a little a 3D skeleton kind of thing. So that kind of helps us to learn a little bit more about it. But we do get trained. We go through workshops. We previously to our actual in the field movements, we go through workshops and we go through physical hands-on training and all this other verbiage and blah 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 blah. But it's a fun job. It's along the lines of what I do with my yoga because of it's a different concept of stretching that people wouldn't be too afraid of.
Okay.
When they hear yoga, they're thinking, the whole what ifs and injuries and things like that. But then people get injured just stepping out of their car.
Right, for
So
sure.
it's like bringing awareness to certain things and providing them a service versus trying to sell them stuff. I hate selling. I've tried it. I'm 36 years old, by the way. I've done a lot of jobs since I was 19. So at this current point, I'm thinking for the long run.
Okay.
What can I do that's going to help build more awareness and more convenience to people, of all ages, comfortably, and also help me benefit too. So yeah.
So a little context behind this, right? If you do something you truly love, you're not really selling it. You're advertising why it's beneficial, and then that money comes to it. Now, there's going to be a level of sales that we're going to have to be good at if we want to be full-fledged entrepreneurs. You're going to have to learn to love the sales process. And it's not such a bad thing when you're selling something that you know truly impacts people's lives, because then you don't feel like you're being a shyster or getting over on someone. You feel like I'm actually showing them something that can benefit their health and fitness in the long run and provide them a more optimal way of life, right?
Right.
So we'll show you those different sales psychology tactics as well to like really help people really understand why it's important, what you have available. Outside of that, I know you said you Monday through Thursday you're working the hostess busing job, and then,
Yep.
and then you're doing the
Sorry,
assisted
my water.
stretching. So in totality, like between those two jobs alone, how many hours a week are you working? Just those two.
So 32 plus.
Then you have your Saturday gig, right?
Right. So 32 plus every 40, 45 hours, 50 hours a week, give or take.
So 50
Roughly.
hours between 3 jobs, right?
Yeah.
Man, we got to help
Roughly.
you. We got to help you we got to get you organized. So we only have to do one. Jeez.
Exactly. It's like once upon a time I was doing one job and then things just transitioned. COVID came and rocked the hell out of everybody. And it was like, okay, yeah, whatever's available is available. And at that time it happened to be part-time jobs. So it was like part-time here, part-time there. And then as you start getting better, then part-time becomes full-time. And you're just like, I can't go full-time in my other jobs that pay a little bit more. So it's like, shit.
Yeah,
What
for
do you
sure.
do? So now I'm like, this came across and I was like, this is an opportunity. I'm gonna jump at this. So we'll see what happens, and then boom. So yeah.
So yeah, you're right. This is a major opportunity to do stuff and create your own schedule, create your own timeline. No one's telling you when you can pee, when you can take vacations. You just do your own thing. You know what I mean?
Nobody can tell you when to pee. That's you damn right. That's what we're aiming for.
Right?
Okay.
Because so you're right around like you're 36, I'm 41. So you get at a certain age where you're not at all wanting to be told what to do and when to do it. It's not negotiable now.
Could have fooled me. I thought you were probably younger than me, to be honest. I thought you were like in your 20s.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
No, I'm an old man with Alzheimer's. No, I'm just playing. We're getting up there in age, but
yeah.
This does kind of like what you said. Like I got to a point too. I was a master level trainer for over 15 years. And I wanted to run things on my own terms. I wanted to be able to travel. I wanted to conduct business on a beach if I wanted to, right? Like I wanted to have that flexibility. And it sounds like you're really going for flexibility and also financial stability, right?
Literally.
Yeah, 100%. Like how stressful was that to be working 50 hours a week at 3 different locations?
Driving wise, mileage, yeah.
Yeah, through the roof, right? And this is not cheap gas, right?
There were a lot of other things in between that weren't the gas I could tolerate, but it was like I was going through transmission issues.
Yeah.
I didn't have my car for 6 weeks. It was like, yeah. I don't know if you heard about, I know it probably passes on through the news, like the flooding that we went through down here that was random. I mean, you guys deal with all sorts of weather up there, and it's like, yeah, nobody bats an eye. It floods down here. Everybody's like, oh! So
yeah,
my car went down during that week. And I'm thinking that it had to do with water being inside of the motor and all that. So it wasn't, thank God. But previously the transmission was replaced. The seal had broken again. It had to be replaced again. So yeah. But luckily it was under warranty. So it was like, woohoo, yay.
just another level of frustration, right?
We want to bypass all of that. It's like if anything like that ever happens in the future, we'd be able to handle it. But stability and flexibility are literally, yes.
I love that. Cool. Now, As far as financial goals, you got 3 jobs. What do we need to make to replace all 3 of these things so we can just have one?
It's a good question. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. That's like, I mean, honestly, if I had to walk away from all of them and I had a righteous reason to do it, I would. But a part of me would still feel doubtful, just holding on to one as a backup, because you never
Mhm.
know what life throws at you.
Sure.
So it would be the assisted stretching job that I would hold on to. The
Okay,
restaurant I would easily walk away from, mainly because it's deteriorating my body versus assisting it.
for sure.
So yeah, I'm
So you
also a
don't have,
certified chef too. So I'm like, I don't know why I decided to go back into the front of the house. Either way, it hurts.
yeah,
So yeah,
100%. So you don't have to quit anything. We got people that love parts of their jobs that they want to keep, but the thing is that actually turns into their secondary source of income because you can make such more doing things that you really love to do, right? And so your stretch position falls in really nicely with what you currently do. It's just another way to market yourself to yet attract more people to either A, want to come into that, or B, want to sign up with you online. So we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, to
right.
get you out of crunch, to get you out of the restaurant, what do we need to be making? What are we making right now a month?
Roughly, I would say about 1,500 a month.
1,500 with just the 2 or for all 3?
For the restaurant with Crunch, okay, that would be about 1,600. I mean, with the assisted stretching job, so it's about 1,900 in total.
1,900. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you're living in Florida, so it's kind of expensive to live down there.
Jesus.
So, like, if
I'm
is
in the
it?
process of moving.
So, are we on Struggle Bus City right now? Right.
Struggle for city. Yeah,
So,
it's interesting.
how important is this to get out of this thing? How long have we been in struggle bus mode? Since COVID?
Not quite. I would say probably within the past 6 months. So yeah.
Okay.
When I started dealing with the transmission issues, and then things just kept on going up and down, up and down. It was like not catching a break.
Yeah,
So
100%. So, are we willing to sit in this same circumstance any longer?
absolutely not. No.
No, better not be. Otherwise, I need to hang up on you.
Fair.
Uh, Now, as far as like what we've tried to make this happen, obviously you've continued your education through the stretch class. You've continued trying to do things online and maximize some business that way. What else have we tried to really make this thing a reality for us?
I mean, anything that works. Honestly, how to's and trying to create workshops that can catch people's attention. A lot of teachers love doing workshops and people are intrigued by them. But I feel like it's a catch-22 because only people that care, that truly, truly care, will show up, and it'll feel like it's a waste of time. However, if it's an online workshop, then there's more access that they can't really, um, you know, deter from. So that's something that I'm hoping that I can be able to invest on, if anything, which can build into something more. So
Yeah, what do you feel like is the biggest challenge to get
time,
this thing up and running?
time,
Yeah, I was going to say that because
creating a window.
time. Cool. So if we can dictate 10 to 20 hours per week, you're in a solid spot. Okay. Do you feel you could dictate that minimum amount just to make sure that we're in a solid spot versus being overly busy and being in a shitty spot?
True. I think so.
Cool.
It'd be
Okay.
funny, but but it's
So
possible.
let me give you some context behind this. So industry averages for online training is going to be on the very low end, 250 per month, all the way to the upwards end of 500. So if you're like a master at what you do, right, you're feeling very confident, very qualified, and you're offering significant amounts in a decent length of term, we can, charge on the upward end. So let's just say on a hypothetical, we're charging right around $400 on average. Okay. So right now, if you literally had 10 clients, you would be making 4K, which is doubling what you're currently making, right? If you had 25 clients, that gets you 10K. Think about that. 25 clients, and we have a whole world to access. How
Right.
easy is that, right? The other thing is, if we frame this correctly, how many individuals need assistance with mobility and flexibility? fucking everybody, from your elite level athletes
Yep.
to your geriatric population, right? So there's a need for this. We just need to really market on how yours is going to be completely different, right? And if we show this, we show a level of education, of expertise, a level of entertainment, because we live in a society where we have to be entertained. But more importantly, people need to resonate with you. They want to know who you're like outside of being a stretch professional, right?
Right.
They want to look at you and be like, shit, if I'm in Florida, I want to hang out with her. It's not possible, but I want to call her my friend.
Right.
Because people have a hard time saying no to a friend, right?
Yep.
Cool. So now that we know those industry averages, what would be our initial goal? What do we want to make starting off to feel comfortable we're not in this shitty predicament?
Monthly?
Yeah.
Sure. Like 2,500 a month. That would be great.
Stop. Think bigger.
Okay, so 5,000 a month.
There we go. 2K a month, 2,500 could be done in a matter of a couple of weeks.
It's a short-term goal.
Right. So I want you to think big picture. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Now, outside of that, what do you feel like you need from like a business coach or a mentor to be successful?
I don't know. That's the thing. I'm starting from ground zero. So it's like, it's interesting to think of, but I mean, like, I wouldn't know where to begin. It's like teaching and coaching are two different things.
Yeah.
A person can teach, but in order to coach someone, it's like, that's something that you really have to watch and learn. So I'm not going to say that I have experience within it. I don't. So I want to learn as much as I can and just absorb like a sponge.
So it sounds like guidance, one-on-one accountability, clear game plans, a structured game plan where you know, hey, as long as it's on me to execute, I can do it if I'm shown what to do. Right?
Right.
Cool.
But
Now,
then from that point on, you become a self-starter.
100%. Are you someone that kind of thrives off of community and support?
I do.
Beautiful. So we have several different aspects of that. You'd have an assigned one-on-one coach the entire duration of this.
Yeah.
This individual's been through the 10K Accelerator program and the mastery level. Why is that important? Because they have a 6 or 7 figure business built off of this.
Nice.
Okay, so they've been through it, they're battle tested, and their main focal point is to make sure you're on point and that you're on track for where you want to be at in the most efficient way possible. We're not trying to add anything additional to your plate. We're trying to maximize the time that you have available. So we can slowly step away from these things step by step and get you that more confidence. Cool?
Cool.
We also have a
Good.
community. We're huge on, we have a private Facebook group too. They're huge as well. When I went through the courses a year and a half ago, I was all over that private Facebook group because you can ask as many questions. People just like you that are in the course are answering, master level coaches are answering, so you see different perspectives, right? And there's nothing more valuable than getting multiple perspectives and insight on how people are executing and getting successful. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick recap and we're gonna see how I did with my notes. Okay, you're gonna grade from an A to an F, all right? All right, this is how detailed I am. Check this out. We're
Okay.
we're 36 years old, based out of Florida, right? Right now you have 3 part-time jobs, one at Crunch on Saturday. You also work as like a host / busser Monday through Thursday. Then you're also an assisted stretch therapist. In totality, we're making between $1,600 and $1,900 if we're including all those jobs. Our main focal point is we want to have more financial stability, more freedom, and more flexibility with our time. We also want to create massive impact for individuals, help them become the most optimal version of themselves through being flexible, feeling good, and things of that nature. Our goal is to start off at 5 to get to 5K. All right. What we've tried is continuing education. We've tried online workshops. Our challenge is mainly time. And what we need is structure, guidance, one-on-one accountability. How'd I do?
Awesome.
All right. See, I better be. All right. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go over a very brief presentation on what we have to offer. We're going to deep dive into actually how I'm going to get you from 0 to 10K. Cool?
Cool.
All right. Let me know when you can see my screen. We're going to party.
Okay, we're good.
All right. So as you know, with the Next Level Coaching Academy, we're actually accredited through the Better Business Bureau. So we got a rating of an A out of a possible A+. We're also backed by 3 of the largest certification companies in the world, ACE, NASM, and ISSA. Now on the
Nice.
success ladder, we're going to have 2 tiers. We're going to have 10K Accelerator. We're going to have Mastery Level Coach. Now 10K Accelerator is great for an individual such as yourself. Someone's truly passionate about helping people, but is also passionate about making a major impact for themselves. All right. They want to expand an online platform. The information this course can give us from 0 up to 10K per month in as little as 4 months if so desired. Mastery level is for individuals that are hitting 10K a month on a consistent basis, but their main focal point or objective is to eventually get to 100K a month to become more of a CEO, kind of step away from the coaching aspect. Okay. So where we're currently starting, we're going to focus on those foundations at 10K Accelerator. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Now, the program is broken down into 4 phases. The first thing we need to do is we need to get you some paying clients, right? We can't call ourselves a business without someone paying for us, right? So we're going to set that up first. Then we're going to establish a solid business foundation. And we're also going to teach you how to generate leads organically utilizing AI software to make this more efficient. We'll also develop sales and retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass 10K per month. Now, the support piece is second to none. You're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach, as I mentioned. This individual has been through both programs, so they're battle tested. They have that 6- and 7-figure business. You'll have a customized game planning call with that individual to review where you want to get to and the most efficient way to get there. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks to revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, and then get very specific instructions on what you need to do to execute. 5 times a week of group support calls that accommodate a 9 to 5. So let's go over client objection handling, client delivery, mindset, case studies, you name it. Now, this is pretty dope. We also introduce you to a sales coach. This is someone that's going to really help maximize your sales capabilities, provide you confidence, and get you to lock those sales calls down at a 40% clip or greater. Then we'll also provide 24/5 tech support. So outside of all those game planning calls and those one-on-one calls, you can text your coach 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. They're contractually obligated to answer all of your questions. Okay. Becoming an entrepreneur is dope. It's exciting, no doubt about it, but it's overwhelming as hell sometimes. So we created what we call the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, breath work and meditation sessions, even journaling to ensure you're in a good headspace, which lines up perfectly with what you do because yoga is all about breathing, meditation, things of that nature. Falls in real smooth. As far as the resources, you're going to have the Accelerator course curriculum. You'll have that Zenpreneur method we just got done discussing. We'll also give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements to your program. We also offer an additional certification at no additional charge. It's equal parts fitness, equal parts nutrition. That just kind of helps you feel more qualified and confident. Again, you don't have to take that, but it is optional. Any questions on that so far?
No.
All right, here's the secret sauce. How we're going to get you from 0 to 10K. 4 phases. Phase 1, act first. What does that mean? We're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are and what we're about. We're going to utilize very specific strategies to get your first couple of clients within that first week to 2.5 weeks. Phase 2, we're going to set up your business. We're going to make sure your back-end administration systems are all set up. We're going to make sure you're a legal company. We're also going to identify what problem you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll then create our offer and pricing. First 2 phases will be done within that first month to month and a half. The remaining time will be in phase 3 and phase 4. Phase 3, developing consistency, organic marketing. How can we maximize your reach and not have to spend a lot of money doing it, like any at all? And then also utilizing AI software and ChatGPT to maximize this, be more efficient. We'll also teach you how to generate leads using our community lead generation method. We use WhatsApp group. We'll also teach you basic sales funnel creations to close down deals more efficiently. Phase 4, I know you hate this, it's the fine tuning of everything, but this is the biggest skill you'll ever learn is the art of sales, okay? We're gonna show you how to maximize your sales capabilities. We'll create consistent client delivery systems, but emphasize customer support and client retention. Bless you. Any questions on those?
No, it's very clear cut.
Good, you're making my job easy. I like that. Cool. All right, the course itself, this is what we came for. 32 total modules. Each module will have an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos. The videos and the link are step-by-step tutorial style, so it's easy to understand and easy to execute, okay? First step to becoming a full-time coach, we mentioned this. We're going to implement specific strategies to get your first couple clients right out the gate, okay? The resources we provide for you, the majority of them are already done for you, so it makes our time more efficient. The 10K directory, I want you to view this as onboarding material that will help you become a better student, shows you how to maximize that program to its fullest capacity. The 10K roadmap is pretty sweet, breaks us down into 2 phases. So our first goal, hit 5K. What do we got to do to get from 0 to 5K? Then what do we need to do to get from 5 to 10? Okay, so you'll always know exactly what to do. As far as the mindset and lifestyle module, so based upon your specific goals, we want to create daily and nightly habits that are going to move us closer to those goals. Okay, now anxiety, fear of failure, imposter syndrome, you name it, those are all natural, normal feelings of business. How can we move past that to move forward with our business? We've also identified the top 10 struggles you'll face as a fitness entrepreneur, but we provide the solutions behind all of that.
Right.
Then we move into the top 10 struggles. I'm sorry, I just went through that. Well, then we move into administration systems and ChatGPT. Have you heard of ChatGPT?
I have not.
It's like, I want you to think of ChatGPT as like Google on steroids. It's a
That's awesome.
high power virtual assistant that maximizes time. You can use this to create SOPs, content creation ideas, even for your programming, nutrition. But if you went to ChatGPT and wrote right now, write a funny scenario or content creation idea for advanced level stretching, it'll literally do it in a fraction of a minute. It's crazy.
Wow.
Okay, so then
Cool.
we're gonna set up all of your back end systems. We're gonna show you how to set up Waiver, Stripe for payments, DocuSign for client agreements, and Typeform and Calendly to book calls. We even have applications you can utilize for all of your programming and nutritional needs. Okay, it makes it more organized and convenient for your clients. Same thing for your financial systems. We're going to show you how to set up your LLC, get your employment identification number, when to open up a business bank account, when to pay quarterly taxes, when to pay yourself, track what's coming in and what's coming out of your business, how to deals with health insurance, business liability insurance, all that. Now, the cool thing about this is if you were to file your LLC the traditional way, it takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks. We're partnered with an AI company called Taylor Brands, it takes 2 to 3 minutes. So a fraction of the time, we can actually focus on our business. Cool. Target setting. We're going to create our target setting. We're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We're going to deep dive into your specific goals. And then we're going to identify what problem you solve. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. So understanding how much value you bring, this is going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself type of program. The more that you do, the more that you offer, the higher the ticket. That'll also be established upon the length of
Right.
terms. So we help the overall structure of your pricing. We teach you how to create downsells and discounts. All right, from there, we're going to move into organic marketing. We're going to show you how to expand your reach and maximize its full potential. But more importantly, we're going to show you how to do 1 hour's worth of work and get 14 different pieces of content created out of that 1 hour. So again, all about convenience and efficiency.
Great.
We'll show you how to set up podcasts and YouTube. We want to expand your reach. We want people to know who you are, what you're about, what message you bring. So we'll show you how to do that. And we'll also show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok related. So it's more than just random posts, very specific strategies and procedures to get the most out of this. It goes even all the way down to the hashtag use. We use data analytics to really track what's kind of popping and what's not. And we'll also show you how to maximize TikTok to its fullest capacity as well, because you will be working with a large demographic of individuals because what you do impacts all ages, right?
Sure.
Content creation made easy. We're going to introduce you to Canva Pro, Canva Basic, and Microsoft Designer. This is a great editing feature to really maximize your overall marketing abilities. This is really good for page aesthetics. So I want you to think of your social media as a storefront. You're out walking around, something entices you to want to go in that store because you saw something in the window. We want people to be going by your social media like, damn, what she got going on? I need to click on her page. So we'll show you how to do that. From there, we'll move into the 10K lead generation framework. There's 3 different ways we do this. The first is what we call earned media. I want you to think of this as like people reaching out to you first, or inbound marketing. Okay. First thing we're going to do, we're going to show you how to set up a WhatsApp group. Why is it important? Who are we going to identify to target? And how's it going to benefit our business? Okay. Once we have that all set up, we'll give you specific strategies to get people filtered in. So the premise behind this is we utilize these strategies right here. So these people are already in talking to people you already service. And so now they feel like they have a better understanding of who you are. They're getting to talk to some of your previous clients right now. Obviously, those clients are going to be talking really good stuff about you. And then we're going to start nurturing these relationships. We're going to have more of a one-on-one intimate conversation. So by the time they get on that sales call, it's a much more warmer lead. Make sense?
Yes.
From there, the opposite of that is what we call conversation calls. This is you reaching out to individuals first. Okay. So we'll give you specific scripts, Whoops, let me go back to that. Missed something. Hold on, I clicked too fast. Hold on. All right, conversation calls. We're going to give you specific scripts. We're going to give you conversation and call examples. And obviously these scripts can be changed based upon your tonality, but we'll also show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms. So there's never any guesswork. Okay, we'll how to teach you how to nurture these relationships. And as mentioned earlier, now that we have that WhatsApp set up, we can start filtering people in. They have a warmer feel for us. Now, I want you to think of this also as think outside the box, maximize your local community. If you're really well known for what you do, example, I'm partnered with a local supplement company here. I have all of my clients on specific supplementation based upon their goals. That supplement company gives me 30 referrals a month because I support their business. So obviously anyone who goes into a supplement store is health and fitness conscious, right? And they probably have some goals. So I get a shit ton of business off of that, right? Not having to DM anybody for that. The other thing is my wife is a healthcare worker. Guess what? Some of the most unhealthiest people are healthcare workers.
Yep.
So I'll go do free seminars and I'll get like 15 referrals off that. So really maximize your potential with your local community as well.
Gotcha.
From their referral strategy, this is going to be a bread butter maker for you. Friends, families, coworkers, people that you've made feel great over the course of the time. We're going to show you different ways to incentivize them to bring you more referrals without you actually having to ask for it. Okay. Happy people love happy people. From there, this is the biggest one you talked about. You hate sales. We're going to teach you how to learn how to love it. So we're going to maximize your sales capabilities, and we're going to set up 2 types of phone calls based off of that. The first is meet and greet, 10 to 15 minute phone call to figure out, do you really want to work with this person? Can you actually solve their problem? Kind of like a screening call. This will lead us into our closing call. So we're trying to lock down this lead, turn them into a client. So we'll give you specific scripts. This is where you're going to do a ton of objection handling as well. So we'll give you our entire objection handling web. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be massive for you, creating financing options for people who normally couldn't afford your program. How can we get them in? And then how to lock down this lead once and for all. Once we lock down that lead, we want to go back and we want to track all this stuff. We want to track how many calls were booked, how many showed, how many closed, at what length of term. We want predictable data every single month, so we'll give you resources on how to track this efficiently. From there, objection handling. Objection handling is going to be all the excuses someone tells you why they can't start, right? We'll give you 30 different scenarios you're going to hear over and over again. The more you can study these, the more you can familiarize yourself with this, the easier it is to help overcome those objections on the sales calls on a logical and emotional standpoint. Cool. The biggest overlooked area is client onboarding. This is someone's first 30 days in your program. This will make or break if someone wants to continue with you. This is where standards and expectations are created. This is where we get them hyped up and excited. We want to make sure we get them a resource within that first 24 to 48 hours while we're building out their program. Client delivery, you're really good at this. This is the week-to-week process and how we deliver services. But how can we do this in a more efficient manner by utilizing ChatGPT to get some of this stuff done more efficiently? And no matter how good of a trainer, coach, or stretch therapist you are, this is going to happen. Someone's going to ghost you. Someone's not going to listen, right? It's inevitable. It happens to all of us. But there's usually a reason why. Sometimes
it's so funny. It's so true.
They just want to feel like they want to be a part of a larger community. They want to talk shit with some of your other clients, right? Some of them want more one-on-one touch points with you. Some of them want challenges. And guess what? Imagine this. Someone wants to be incentivized to do what's already expected of them, right? So we'll show you resources and strategies to get them to execute at a higher level. All right. From there, customer support, the not so fun side of things. How do we deal with cancellations, refund requests? How do we mitigate these issues? Again, if done correctly, this can lead to a lot of referrals. And then lastly, retention. We want to keep people for long periods of time, but we want to advance into higher levels of our programming. How can we do that? How can we track it? Quick recap and we'll answer all of your questions. Cool?
Yep.
All right. So the program itself, 4 months long. You're going to have a customized game planning call with that coach. You're going to have a one-on-one coach the entire enrollment period. You'll have a one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. You'll have a sales coach as well. You'll have the Facebook community and CEO trainings, 5 times a week group support calls, 24/5 tech support, the optional certification, and the business course curriculum. Is there anything you
I don't know.
feel like we're missing here? How are we feeling about this? Are you
this
feeling
is
confident?
actually really awesome because it's such an amazing breakdown, but everything makes sense.
Yeah, in chronological order too.
Say
in chronological order as well. So it's really simple.
Yep.
I like to tell people this course is kind of like like an open book test with the answers highlighted in yellow and circled in red. And if you can't follow those instructions, we probably have bigger issues to worry about, right?
Very true. And I'm greatly appreciating how they're able to really it's like every subject has like a little subtopic, but it's all based upon where you need to be at depending on what module you're working on. I think that's pretty cool. It's all broken down really, really well.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about this too is you're not moving forward until you execute what's on that first module, right? So you're
Right.
building your business, you're building your clientele as you're actually perfecting your overall product, right?
Right.
Did you get a chance to check out any testimonials?
I have not. I
No
apologize.
problem. So I'm going to show you two different people from two totally different ends of the spectrum.
Okay.
So Charlotte, she's what I'd call a 10%er, top 10%er. She's a trainer making 40K a year. She hated in-person training and wanted to maximize her potential. She joined with us after 6 months. She contracted over 200K. She's now making 70K a month as a CEO. So she wanted this elaborate, big old thing, this big coaching business, right? That was her goal. Now, opposite end of the spectrum, we've got Karina. So Karina's making about 2K a month, which is what we're currently making right about now. But her focal point was she wanted to travel and spend time with her kids. That's all she cared about.
Right.
First tattoo indicates when she started NLCA. Bottom tattoo indicates when she quit her job. After 6 months, she was collecting 10 to 12K months on a regular basis. She's now making 15K a month. And guess what? She works 35 hours per week. Not 50, 35.
That's awesome.
So I shared her with you because I know that you wanted time, you wanted balance, and that was something that's really important to you, right?
For sure.
Cool. Quick, I want to kind of update you with the student averages. I think a lot of people want to know what the basic individual is doing. So 73% of our students sign their client month one. On average, it takes them 1 week to do it. Now, cool stat behind this. The individuals that sign their client month one, by the end of month four, are averaging over 8K per month. Now, the individuals that don't sign their client month one, but by the end of month four, are averaging 6,500. So just to be a basic, mediocre student, you could expect to make 6,500. 8K. Means we'd be roughly bringing in just about over 6K more than what you're currently doing.
Right.
A month.
That's crazy.
Do you think that you're an average individual?
Some days, but not every day.
There. So overall, would you consider yourself average?
No.
Better not. Otherwise, we got problems. All right. Now, this is cool. This made me think about you when we were talking. On average, it takes people just 10.6 weeks to quit their job and go full-time on their online fitness business. So just under 3 months.
Awesome.
You could be doing this thing.
That would be a dream.
Right? You could still be doing the stretch therapy because you like it. It joys, it brings you happy. But you could also be like, you could go when you feel like it, not because you have to. It's a major difference. Right? And then of the students who hit a 10K a month, it takes them on average just 13 weeks. So just over 90 days, you could be building yourself into a different tax bracket. Right? That's huge. Of the students who stay with us 12 months, they have 97 clients on their roster on average. Those individuals, 97 clients, are averaging $366,000 a year. And our students are grading the program a 4.5 out of 5, which means they're getting massive results for their respective businesses. Any questions on that?
No, not at all.
How do we feel about those averages?
Really good. That's actually, it's better than I actually mentally expected. I don't know what to expect, but I think it sounds great. So, yes.
Did you get a chance to hear about the 3 times your investment guarantee?
No.
Okay, this is important. So a lot of companies will have a money back guarantee. That's fine. We have a 3 times your investment or get 100% refund back. So what that means is we attend our game planning call, which is standard, attend all of our one-on-one coaching calls, which is only 2 per month, 1 group support call each week, charges at least the bare minimum or more of $250 per month for services. Can't spend longer than 2 weeks on an optional certification if you want to go through that. And you have to run a scholarship in the first 90 days and no late payments. If you do all that, we guarantee, just show up and do the work. We guarantee you'll 3 times what you invest or you get 100% refund.
Okay.
So year to date, we've helped over 3,000 students. We've only had to return 1.6%.
That's crazy. That's pretty good.
Cool. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go into the investment portion. What's this thing going to cost us, right? There'll be a payment plan, which means we just put down a down payment. We spread the rest out over 4 months, or there'll be a paid in full, which means we just pay this whole thing up front, an amount of money. Now, no matter where we fall at financially, we have extended payment plans. We have financing options to help you out. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're in 100% alignment, that's what we'll go to. Okay. Now, after seeing everything, does this check off all your boxes on what you're looking for?
Yes.
Are you 100% committed that you will follow through with the additional support and education that we're going to provide?
Yes.
Are you 100% sure? And do you feel like this will get you the results that you've been waiting for?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. So are we at a point now that we're ready to fully commit to ourselves?
Yes.
All right, cool. Let's talk about this thing. Okay. What's this going to cost us? Only $100,000 in your left kidney. I'm just kidding.
Wouldn't be surprising. Oh,
right. Not in this day and age, right?
Right.
Now, there's a payment plan of $7,000 and then a paid in full option of $6,200 that saves you $800. Out of those two, which do you think works best for you?
It would be the payment option.
Yeah, that's what like almost everybody does, right? That's a lot of money. Cool. We'll talk about this. I'm going to break it down as if you didn't need financing options first, and then we'll move to that option. Cool. All right. So the average sum that someone will put down is about 2,300. Okay, that takes that 7,000 down to 4,700. You divide that over 4 months, it's equivalent to just over 1,100 per month, which is you needing 3 to 5 clients essentially. Do you feel like that's reasonable for you?
That would be, I would say, give or take.
Yeah, is that something?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
You feel like that's something you can commit to?
I can.
All right, we ready to do this?
Yeah. So.
We ready to lock and load?
Yes.
Now, what were you about to say? I'm sorry, you cut out.
No, I just wanted to say, like, so what would I be putting down today?
If you want to go with that route, so you have 1,100 as your ongoing recurring payment, you just put down 2,300.
What are your financing options?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
How good's our credit? Good, bad, great, awesome, shitty. What's it look like?
Mid. I would say it's about 520, 530 at the moment.
So, got a great option for you. Possibly one for sure. Well, I definitely know will work out for us. Okay. We're going to start with that one. That one's called Sweet Pay. And what this allows us to do is we take that 7,000, we spread it out over 12 months instead of 4, which means a significantly less down payment, significantly less recurring amount. Now, the cool thing is it's only 5% down. So 5% of 7,000 is $350 plus a one-time service activation fee of $59. So to get going today would be $409. Okay. Now your next payment would be due until the end of July, which is about 5.5 weeks to kind of give us some time. And then your monthly payment from there would be equivalent to $597, which is you needing, if you were charging $300, a minimum of 2 clients. That's simple. Is that something we can commit to?
Yeah, I would say so.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that link because we're going to fill it out. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. And I'm going to show you on paper so you can get a visual representation of what that would actually look like. Okay.
Right.
I'm going to drop this in the link. Give me 2 seconds. Any big plans tonight?
I've already worked earlier today and I'm resting for the rest of the day. My allergy,
like
it's kind of like sort of allergy season too. So it's been like respiratory crazy.
Oh, I was wondering because you were sneezing a lot. And I'm like, is she really allergic to old white men?
No, it's been bad down here.
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. All right.
It has been bad, but yeah.
I just dropped that in the chat for you.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me open it. Excuse me. Okay. I just opened it. Okay. Your contact information, application details. Okay, cool. So, hold on. So this I can just fill it out and then we'll see how much it's going to allow, or
Yeah, so this is like a 90% success rate, okay? So essentially those numbers, those figures that I gave you is really what this is gonna indicate, okay? So you're
Right.
gonna fill out the basic stuff. It'll ask you your name, annual income, all that stuff, okay?
Okay.
So let's just say you're making about, we'll just say, call it even 2,000 a month times 12. So
Right.
you're just gonna say you make around 24,000 when it asks for annual.
Okay.
Then it's gonna ask you for the loan amount. You're gonna put in the 7,000.
Okay, cool.
And then it's gonna ask you for what you're gonna put in coaching.
Um,
Pretty easy, pretty simple process.
to start off, yes. And
Yeah.
doing the
Now the
hard
cool
work
thing,
is going to be the tricky part.
now the cool thing about this is, yes, it's 12 months, but you can always pay this thing off early with no penalties.
Right.
So remember, the course itself is 4 months. If you're out here killing it, you 3 times your investment, you can pay this thing off early.
Okay. Waiting to press the continue button and nothing. Try this again. Double checking everything. I'm wondering why it's not going through.
So make sure there's no spaces between like when you do your state and city.
Right.
Sometimes it gets a little wonky that way, but outside of that, you should be good.
All right. To requested amount is 7,000.
Are you born and raised in Florida?
No, I'm actually born in New Jersey.
Oh, okay, cool. So when did you decide to make that move to Florida?
It was a long time ago. My mother decided to move down, and she loves Florida, but she chose to move back up, and I just chose to stay. So I went to high school down here, I went to college down here, and just chose not to move.
Yeah,
So, yeah. But
I don't blame you.
it's weird because it's like as an adult, people were like, why don't you try moving somewhere else? And I'm like, where am I going to move? There's so many places that are like, oh yeah, pick me. You're just like, yeah, no. So traveling, sure, but I just stuck to staying here because at first it seemed like the most easiest location at first to build a business or build a home. Excuse me. And that kind of changed over the course of time.
Yeah, 100%.
So, okay. It says your merchant
Cool.
will input the details of your sale or service. You will receive an email with your payment plan, accept the payment plan, and complete the final steps.
Yep. All right. Now hold on one second, because I just got notification so that you got a proof of the plan. So I'm going to show you what this looks like on paper now, so you kind of get a visual representation. Okay, let me share my screen again. So it's going to be exactly as I kind of laid out, but this will help out a little bit. Okay. Can you see this okay?
Yes.
Cool. So purchase price, that was the loan, 7,000, right? 5% is 350 plus that one-time service activation fee of $59 will be 409. Takes our loan amount down to 6,650. We spread that over 12 months. Your monthly payment is going to be 597.08. Now that 597.08 will be due at the end of July.
Okay.
So that buys us 5.5 weeks ish.
Right.
You ready to do this?
For sure.
All right, my friend. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit prepare a consumer agreement. And what you're going to do is you're going to e-sign this bad boy.
Okay.
So check your email.
Yep, I just got it.
Beautiful. So you go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to set us up on Wave. And what we're doing on Wave is collecting the 409, and then your monthly payments would be through WePay.
Right. Okay. Bank information. I gotta figure out which one to use. Chase, maybe. Ally. Let me use Ally. Bank routing number.
What was I can't think of it. There was a really famous, I don't know if it's famous, but a spot in Florida that literally just closed down. They were like an all-inclusive, they're an all-inclusive place. It's like one of the only all-inclusive places left.
Cleveland? I'm trying to think if it may have been Miami. Um,
No, it wasn't Miami. I know that. It wasn't Miami.
I may not know off the top of my head, to be honest. I don't go out as much as I used to.
Yeah, it was like some type of resort.
Uh, it's not Margaritaville because that one just opened.
No,
Um,
think older. It was been around for a while. And then I think what they did was they ended up closing it down in Florida and they moved it out to like Colorado. And now it's more of like now
what? I don't know. That's crazy. It sounds wild though.
well, it was a fantastic resort. Like we take my kids out there and it was unbelievable. I can't believe that they would actually move it. Like it was phenomenal.
I have no
Oh, it was
clue.
Club Med Spa. That's what it was.
Club Med. Oh wow, no, that's way before.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have never known. That's crazy. But yeah, okay, Club Med, everybody's heard of. I didn't know it was down here, like by like Fort Lauderdale and around this area. That's wild. That's cool.
Yeah, it wasn't too far, but man, oh my God, it was packed when we went. It wasn't like last year, the year before. And then I was like, man, we just need to go back there. And then we saw that they were actually closed. And I'm like, oh man.
That sucks.
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
loved it. The kids went absolutely crazy down there.
oh man, I would have loved to have gone. That would have been nice. But a lot of things have been removed or changed or transitioned from their old time to modern. So a lot of that has changed completely.
We went to well, I think last year we were in Panama City, Florida. I was not impressed. Like I did not have a good time there.
I wouldn't even know where that is. That sounds like north or central Florida.
Yeah, it was I guess it's really popular during like spring break, but it was not ideal in December. Like it was, yeah, it was not what's up.
That's funny. He's like, nope, not in December. Oh, that's hilarious. No, some places in Florida are actually really nice in December, but not. Mm-mm. If it reminds you of the swamp, no, it's gonna be damp. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be miserable. But
Yeah.
it's crazy. Oh, the phone number, the area code is 786.
Oh, okay.
It says 787.
There we go. That better.
Yeah.
Cool.
All
So
right. So I filled out the paperwork and everything, and I sent over the information, so it should have popped up already.
yep, you got that perfect. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of going through this while you were filling that out. I'm just copying and pasting. I like to work harder, not or like work smarter, not harder is what they say, right? So
Right.
I was just trying to maximize this. Let's see here. Are we in Delray Beach, Florida?
Fort Lauderdale.
Or oh, there it is. Is this a house or apartment?
It's an apartment, but I'm actually in the process of moving, so I'll give you my new address once I'm in that residence next month.
Cool. What apartment number are you at right now?
Sorry?
What apartment is it? What apartment number is it that now though?
It's a letter. It's E as in
Oh,
Edward.
E.
Yeah.
Apartment E. Cool. All right, so this is the easy part. Actually, all this is pretty easy to be honest. Going 10K accelerator. And we're just going to put down the down payment of the 409. And in the description, I'm just going to put down Sweet Pay down payment. So you know what it is.
Cool.
Cool. So I'm going to go here.
This sounds great.
Save and continue. Approve draft. Get shareable link. Boom.
Oh, goodness. It's been a long day as it is, so I apologize.
Oh, you are totally fine. Don't even worry about that. We're all good. All right. So here. Oops. What just happened here? Do you have any middle initials at all on your card?
I don't think so.
Cool. All right, I'm ready for the card number when you are.
Oh, one second.
Yeah.
It is 5290
Okay.
9999
Okay.
3662
Okay.
3926
And then month and year.
0926
CVV.
452
Cool. And zip code.
33304.
33304. Okay, perfect. All right. Let me make sure I got this right. 5290 9999
Yes.
3662
Yes.
3926
Yes.
0926
No, 339. Yep. 0926.
0926 for the month and year.
Yes.
452 for the CV.
452.
Yep. And then zip code 33304.
Yes.
Okay. And then no middle initial or anything on your card, correct?
No.
Okay. So check really quick. Check your email because sometimes it will come up as fraud if you don't. You might have a security feature because it says contact your bank really quick. So check your email. You might have a safety feature on this.
Okay, hold on one second. Yeah, it says I have to call my bank.
Yeah. So go if you want to mute me, go ahead and call them.
All right. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Okay.